Hey Tony,
Hey, Kimberly.
it's been a little while. Hey.
It's been a little while. We had a little bit of a summer break
Mm-hmm.
for many reasons.
Yes, that's right. Some of us were on vacation. Some of us had family.
Mhm.
Who
Yeah,
gives a shit?
that's right. All done. It was much needed. There was definitely a few twinges of guilt, but mostly just needed.
Mm-hmm.
And we had
Totally.
a few guests had to cancel and just stuff. Shit happens, right? And we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Back in the groove.
Back in the groove. No guests because we want to start. I'm going to start this as season 4.
Sure. Let's
Let's
do it.
do it. New season.
New
New
season and
program.
new stuff coming down.
Yeah, big time. Do you want to talk about it first?
Yeah, let's talk about it. We've been developing this, dare I say, our whole lives.
Yes. I don't think
However,
so, but definitely in the last while.
yes. And we've created a system, if you want to call it that, of that you can literally apply to anything,
Yes.
anything. And what's the results that we get from that?
The biggest results is change, I believe. So we just practiced it tonight in the simple thing of buying a dog, just trying to test our system. And it works even for that. So what you
Yeah.
get out of it is a shift. So if you don't want to shift, then why would you do the system, I think? Or you don't want to make a decision or execute something. But if
Mm-hmm.
you're looking for more of something, then the system will work for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't mean we're still not talking about being vibrant and joyful. That's the whole point. That's what we want to teach people, is how to find their joy through this system.
Yeah. Find your joy. I would say it's a good way to describe the system that we've created here is it's a tool that anybody can use to transform, to make decisions, to transform, to kind of steer you in the direction that's inside of you, that's in your heart. Is that a good way to put it, in your opinion?
Well, yeah, I think it totally is. I think it's everything we've been talking about for the last 3 seasons and some of the things we've been sharing on our social media. But people say to us, but how? But
But
how?
how?
What
And
do
so
we
we
do
came up with a how.
with the how? Without like all of this, the way I think we've said many hows, but this is kind of like, okay, you want
Yeah.
to 5 steps to whatever, we can do that. And it took us a while to figure out, can we? Can we do that? Are we? Because that's not really our shtick in a way. But then we realized we could
Mm-hmm.
download. We believe it was whatever you believe, that we were given this system
That's
tool.
right. And we're excited.
I am excited. I've been using it and plunking things through and talking about it. If you go on our TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram and you listen to the last week or two, you'll notice that I'm talking about the system.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't said this is exactly what it is, but if you start listening, you can start to see what we're going to be talking about and teaching.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
It's basically like, in my opinion, it's taking control of what it is that you say you want for yourself and making it happen. Finding out how to make it happen and then making it happen.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, because you and I were just talking tonight how we find an excuse not to do something. So if you can put it through a system, it's really hard to find the excuse because you can see exactly where you're at and where you stopped. And we use it, but we didn't label it. But it's a beautiful system in that you can track yourself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it shows you if you really want something or not.
Yeah, because that might be all you need, actually. You might get to step 1 or 2 and go, actually, it
Mm-hmm.
holds no sway for me. Well, that's good to know, right?
Exactly. And I think we've kind of come to this conclusion that I hate saying the word conclusion because I find that you don't really come to a full conclusion, but you know what I'm saying. We've come to this realization that one of the problems I think people have with making things happen is they don't exactly know totally what it is that they want, or they think they want something that they maybe really don't.
Yeah.
So this whole system attacks that. In a nice way. Attack is not a nice word, but it approaches that.
It does. And intuition's part of it that we'll be talking about and teaching you about how to access your intuition. And probably if we could take all our human foibles away and all that stuff, you could just use intuition. But we're not there yet. We're not there as a society. So if you can access that with putting all these steps in, it's much easier.
Oh yeah, totally.
And we're holding ourselves accountable to this system. So we say we've done it and we've done all these steps, but we've done them kind of willy-nilly. And now that we actually, go through these action steps, we're also awake and aware of where we need to be, right?
That's right.
I'm excited. And
I'm excited
have
too.
a website for it. And
That's
we're
right.
have a course. And who knows where this is going to take us. And why would we want to give it to the people, Kimberly?
Why would we want to
Hmm.
to give this to people?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I hope there's not like
There's
an
no trick
answer I'm
question.
supposed to
I was
give.
just thinking, because people will be, well, you're just creating another program to sell, because that's all people are doing these days is
Oh
creating.
yeah.
So do we really have something to offer? Is it just a
Oh God, we have something to offer. And like the thing that Tony and I are all about, and the thing that I came into doing all of this with was I want to offer real value. I want to offer something that benefits anybody who wants it.
yes.
And that's hard because they always tell you when you're creating business that you have to niche, and it's like my niche is like everybody. So the thing that why I want to give this to people is it kind of puts the power back into your hands and makes you realize that you have the choice of the direction that you want to go in, and it almost allows for you to get excited about the process of figuring that out. In my opinion, it allows for you to get excited about there's an energetic side to it, and there's also a practical logical side to it. So it is attractive to anybody at this point, in my opinion, because if you're a more logical, practical kind of thinker, like I associate with that quite a bit, then this is going to appeal to you. And if you're also coming at it from the more energetic spiritual approach and you want clarity from like in that way, I think that this is going to appeal to you as well, big time.
Absolutely. If you like some of the tools we use, like tarot and astrology, you can put that into the system, because mostly at the beginning we're saying you can put this anywhere, but we're really about joy and vibrancy. So we're going to teach you how to use this system to access joy and vibrancy. So you're right. We have been struggling through how to get this across for 8 months now in the way that we do, and helping you access joy without this system. And so if you're really spiritual and you're like, I don't want a system, trust us. We know, listen to our podcast. That's how we've kind of been, but it's pretty darn huge. And so what we've niched is the problem. And the problem is you don't feel joy. And that's
Come work with us at our linktree.com site, www.linktr.ee/redlipstickbabes. Can't wait to see you there.
that's a problem people have. And so if you don't, there's a way to start accessing it without it. See, we are spiritual, but I don't think either one of us would say we're that wooey.
No, you know what? I'm not wooey. Are you?
No, I'm just.
Fuck no. Tony, we may be some of the most intelligent people I know.
I just think we have such a different realm, even the way we teach tarot. And if I don't care how anyone else teaches it, I'm not trying to knock anything. It's just there's a real practical side to our spirituality. And I think we like to talk around it like we're doing today, because I'm sure someone's listening and saying, but what's the system? Well, it's coming.
It is
Listen
coming.
to the other stuff. It's gonna be a course. You're gonna be able to learn it. But I think we both learned that it's okay to tap into our practical side and really present something people can execute.
Mm-hmm. It is. I think that's my thing too, is you have to incorporate this realm, both realms, in my opinion. You need to be in tune with your spirit and your energy and your woo.
Yeah.
But you also you can't neglect the practical, logical action piece of it. And so this system that we've developed brings both of them together and makes a love child.
It does, because you're human. And if you're not human, don't take the freaking course, because you don't need it.
Exactly. If you're not human, it's kind of weird.
Why are you listening to the podcast, and why are you taking the course? But we are still human, and I think sometimes that's forgotten, right?
That's
Like
right.
there's still a piece to us that needs some kind of direction.
Yeah. And okay, so we have this system that we're going to be unveiling in the near future. And we're going to keep people updated with things and give information as we go in our own way, just so that it keeps interest in it, right? Because I think that's important to keep people engaged. So we will be giving information about it as we kind of go. But another thing, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, and asking for some input, but probably on our
Yes.
Facebook group. So
Yes.
we will plug it unapologetically, because that's a safe place for us to get good comments, not just a bunch of baloney or people that don't enthusiastically support us. So
That's
if
right.
you want, we're not talking any membership sites or anything yet, but if that's something you're like, put what you'd like. Do you like courses? Do you like books? Do you like membership sites? Do you want a place to discuss these kind of things? What is it you're looking for to find joy?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, some people benefit from community, other people's benefit from one-on-one experiences, kind of go at your own pace kind of shit.
Yeah. And we aren't promising anything, because we're also going to do what brings us joy.
Mm-hmm.
But there's ways for us to work and put it into the course and do things like that. So any input, we would freaking love it, but go to the Facebook group and give it to us there.
That's right. And also, we are very excited because Tony and I are both extremely passionate about relationships, partnerships, love, romance, sexiness, sensuality, all that. So what are we doing? We're going to kind of dive into a little bit more of that as well, because it's a huge passion of mine. I know that for sure. That was actually something I wanted to do on my own regardless. So yeah, relationship. I don't like using the word advice, because it's like, it's so cliche, right? But relationship considerations, right?
Yeah, and you're going to be able to use the same system for that too. We're going to teach it for joy and vibrancy, but you can access it with anything. But I think we were said before we started this, we're just going to go all out. We love to talk about men. So there it is. So we will be talking about men. We will be talking about dating. So when we're told to niche, our niche is that there's a problem because you're not happy and you don't feel joy. Great.
That's right.
So we're going to come at it. I might like to talk about herbs one day, and I'm pretty sure Kimberly's going to want to talk about the sun.
Oh, the sun. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. I also want to talk about like ways that we can remove our heads from our asses more. And I say that like about myself as well, right?
Yep.
We want to talk about this.
We want to talk about that totally. And that's the type of thing that brings us joy. And the books that we're reading and the podcasts we're listening to. We don't just turn on our own. We listen to things We listen to a lot of things. So this unapologetically, we both get, oh, you're such a happy person. Oh, you're such a joyful person. Oh, you're such a loving person. Oh, you change the energy of a room when you walk in. I met you before, right? We both get that.
Yeah.
Does not just come out of our ass, as Kimberly said. We've actually, part of it's our personality, but we have put time into being this. And I don't have any problem with saying how we get there, right?
That's right. And if it's in a way to share, because maybe some people find that a lot of people find it magnetic, right? And they want more of it in their life. They either want to meet somebody like that to spend time with, or they want to become more of that in some way. And we want to share it, right? It's like you got to do it in your own way, but we're going to share how we do it.
Yeah, you don't want to be mini Tonys and mini Kimberlys. We're not asking for that at all. But when we get comments that, oh, we can never wear red lipstick, or oh, you're always dressed, those are, maybe we'll talk about that too, because that is all something anyone can do. And I don't know, I just think we are wanting to create a space where you can feel safe to explore your extraordinary.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because
The way we see it is you got one life to live as far as you know, and why not be extraordinary?
So if it's been scary or you haven't had a space for that, we are season 4, we are like way more on fire than we have been. It is a game-changing season this season. And so buckle in, get ready to live your extraordinary.
That's right.
And all of the other stuff is coming, and we're excited. And I'd say right now, as we're in research and development right now, our R&D, which is Tony and Kimberly, is in the process of creating. So go listen to all the things that we are putting out there, and you'll get a glimpse, and some blog posts are going to be coming out on the new website. So it's so exciting. And yeah, we want you to be part of our extraordinary, because honestly, without them, we'd have to figure out a new extraordinary, right?
Oh yeah.
We need you guys, so come listen.
Come on, check it out. And have fun with us. Have fun. It's fun. We're fun people. We like to laugh.
We're fun people. We're gonna take you to brunch one day.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a wrap for tonight, talking about what's happening. And if we could say anything, like we're supposed to always say, sum up. Well, we mostly talked about what's coming, but sum up, start tapping into being aware of what you really want, and if you're joyful or not. And we'll come back next week. We're coming back, unless we have guests, we're changing our format totally of podcast too. So this is the last time the two of us for a while will be talking straight for 20 minutes.
That's right. We're changing our format, and it's going to be exciting.
It's
going to get juicy.
Going to get juicy and wooey, numerology, and all kinds of interesting things. So come have fun with us. Season 4. Should we rhyme? It's going to open a whole new door.
A door of perception.
Yeah. And we are hyping ourselves up for this too, because I'm more excited than when we started this talk 20 minutes ago. So
I am too.
I'm ready for extraordinary. So get on the ride with us, because it's going to be a great one. Yeah. That
was perfect.
That was perfect. We're good. And stop. Are you sure you can stop?
Well, hello.